these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Luis Gil.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Christian Yelich, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a strike in there.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 3. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. Yelich goes on the ground to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And now it's William Contreras. 3 for 9 of the series coming in.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
First and second, no outs. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
That one lifted to left. Brings it in. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's...
Oh, now this ball gets down. Yelich flies around third. He will score, and they take the lead. A second scores as well. It's 2-zip.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 out, runner at second. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio, misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That's outside, and it's 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. He makes the grab, and that's the third out. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double, and it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. And starting in this one, Nestor Cortez Jr. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Paul Goldschmidt, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And here it comes. Now a screamer into the outfield. Mitchell calls it in, and there's one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Cody Bellinger stands in now and watches strike 1. Cortez, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Here's a 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. That misses the zone. 2-2. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
Off the mark there. And now it's 3-2. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. Ground ball right side, Terang. And Bellinger is out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. Right through there for a strike. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Stanton now, hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Mitchell fires it in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
That is it. The second baseman.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Swing and a foul straight back. Judge, the lead runner at second. Stanton at first, 2 out of the inning. That one outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-2. No, that's out.
Tying run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. To the right side, Hoskins handles the chance. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left on. 2nd inning coming up in the Bronx. It's the Brewers 2 and the Yankees nothing. New inning getting started. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Heel, a 6'2" righty, 185 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And that is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
This is Bryce Terang. Knocked in all 3 of their runs yesterday. That's in for a strike. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Andrew Monasterio in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and Milwaukee is set down in order. So they make short work of them there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Cortez back to work. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Cortez checks over to first, and he's back. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting it, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
The hitting's going to come around now. His big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Volpe over at second, one down.
No, that's it.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Freeland pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting up, the seventh fielder.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That's in there. Strike one. Ripped on a line, and that will end the inning. The Yanks leave one. They trail it here 2-0.
I was never a gentleman. I was raised in a trap. Let you spend all this money tomorrow. I made it back. If she told me don't leave, I told her shot it relax now, so she can get rid.
And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Leading off, Christian Yelich. First offering, and it just misses. And there's a foul ball. Heel ready to fire now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with two strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and hits the batter. So when I see a two-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he makes the grab. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Contreras now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That catches the top part of the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. Brewers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different.
As we go to the last of the third. And now, Paul Goldschmidt. The pitch. And there's a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift off.
Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Hoskins snags it for the second out.
Next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. A single his first time. Just
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Bellinger leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now snap throw to first. Bellinger dives back. That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Bellinger goes in the air right side, and that's how to play a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well done, drives in the run. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. A little bit high maybe, and it's 1-0. Two outs. Ground ball right side. Boots it. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back in the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins pushes it foul. Bounce to the left side. Over to Goldie. One up, one down.
The left fielder, number 11,
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that one is inside.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is downstairs, and the count's full. One down, base is empty. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. That's a strike. 0-1. Just missed. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-2. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Up and in, and it's 1-2. That one the other way. Hauls it in to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Wells takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Step off throw to first, and he just got his hand in there. And it's even up.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw there. Safe. Volpe at second with nobody out. That's inside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that one fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. This one in the air. Ortiz pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Third baseman, DJ.
Here's DJ LeMahieu, fly to right his first time. Ball one, no strikes.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
So man into scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Gets the call, and the count 1-2. That's out to center field. Mitchell hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 12.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one fouled off. Slice the other way and foul. Right side, hard hit. Terang over to first in time. That takes care of Grisham. And that is the inning. One left for the Yankees, and they still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Heel back to work. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a foul ball. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Upstairs.
No, that's high.
Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. First time up, he grounded to third. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now that designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. A strikeout and a walk. Yelich, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one hammered. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Sal Frelick. That clips the zone, and that is strike one. Yelich at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's a ball. 1-2.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now that catcher, William Contreras.
First and second, 2 outs. William Contreras, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets under it and pops it up. Chisholm. And that is that. Brewers strand a couple, and the score stays 3-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this ride, go faster or slow.
That clips the corner.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
And there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Bellinger, the next to hit, takes outside. The Yankees down by a pair, last half of inning number 5. Big stack center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that is out of play. Judge rips that one. Mitchell makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now back the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Bellinger goes. Ball outside. Throw, save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
And that's downstairs. And now 2-0.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man at second. And that misses off the outside edge. Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 4 to a board.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Number 13, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Abner Uribe, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hudson getting cranked up as well. Bellinger, the lead runner, out at second. Stanton on at first with 2 down. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 5. It's the Brewers 3 and the Yankees 1.
Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss, like what's your name?
Back in the Bronx, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch just misses.
1-0. Ball, that's high.
Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
That's to third,
Foul ball.
and that's just foul. Misses.
Nope, ball.
Counts full, 3-2.
Full count.
That one misses.
Ball 4, take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luis Heel departs, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now back, the center fielder, Garrett.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And a foul ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
On the ground to second, might be 2. In there safely.
Safe.
The third baseman, number 20, Joseph.
So they're all loaded up. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Late swing fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second, and a run scores on the double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now here is Bryce Terang. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. Back in New York. Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and he just misses. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. This to third. Fires over to Hoskins. And a quick out, number 1.
The catcher, number 28.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
2 outs, base is empty. DJ LeMahieu will hit next. There's a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Hoskins. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back at Yankee Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Good eye in that spot. Grounds one to short. Volpe zips it across, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here comes Christian Yelich. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 10. Sal
2 down, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Gone in order are the Brewers as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Brian Hudson. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Now here's Trent Grisham. The Yanks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. The Yankees looking to rally. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball still 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
This opportunity.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Bellinger up to hit. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. High fly ball out towards left center. Chourio sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Aaron.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 3. Base hit, left center field. And now first and second with 2 outs. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that's a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Raging back towards the wall. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back now in the Bronx, and here is William Contreras. Leiter back to work. Fought off foul. Pitch misses, and 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
22 to count.
That's the third. Slings it across. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ripped to right, and there's a hit. One gone, runner at first. Now here is Jackson Chourio. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that is the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead it 4-1.
Watch me.
here in New York. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. Hudson, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Mitchell makes the grab, and there's one down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
There's a strike. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. On the ground to third, Ortiz. Whips it to first. Awesome play there.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Austin Wells.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Foul ball there. Hit center field. So the inning is still alive with DJ LeMahieu coming to the dish.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brian Hudson done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Trevor McGill.
Now, number 29, Trevor McGill.
Up to the Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Oswaldo Cabrera, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Wells, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one fouled off. Two outs. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-2. Ortiz makes the play, and that is that. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. Staying in the game on defense, Oswaldo Cabrera. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Goldie takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Slapped. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Judge makes the grab for the second out.
Now back to the shortstop, Andrew.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andrew Monasterio. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers 4 and the Yankees 1. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Fastball is outside.
1-1.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. And that one missing low. That's in there. And the count's full.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Back to the top of the order. Here is Goldschmidt. That missed inside. And that is ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Slice to right, and foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that just misses.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Cody Bellinger. Grisham leads off first with 1 away. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's hard hit on the line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
So last chance for the Yankees. Here comes Aaron Judge. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. In the dirt. The Brewers leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. And Judge spoils that one.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Out of here. Good. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Trevor McGill gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Abner Uribe gets the ball now.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Giancarlo Stanton now at the plate. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Outside low, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.